Okay, quick video. I'm just going to show you the transmitter and the key functions on the transmitter. Now, for those of you that don't have a lot of remote control flying experience, this is going to seem a little bit daunting. There's switches everywhere, there's a whole digital dash, etc. However, it's not. The reason why we use the Hitec Aurora 9 is because it has got a lot of great features. It future-proofs things a little bit for you. So if you do have other multi-rotors or aeroplanes or even helicopters that you want to fly, they can all be programmed into this one transmitter. So whilst we could have gone for a cheaper transmitter that would be solely used for the HexH2o, we wanted to provide something that you could use for other machines and that gives you the flexibility to really fine-tune stuff as you see fit. So here it is. This is the Aurora 9 from Hitec. We're just going to go and flick it on here. Hopefully you'll pick all of this up on the video nicely. So obviously, like any other transmitter, you have the flight controls. And then we have 3 switches that are geared up and configured for your Quad H2O or your HexH2o. So probably the most important one is at the top here. Okay, and that's actually switch G, which you'll see referred to in your guide. And that's for Failsafe. Okay, so if you get in trouble in the air, you flick Failsafe on, it will take control of the machine and bring it back and land it for you. So that's a key one. As you can see, it's flicking it towards you for on, away for off. The next one is switch C. Here's a 3-position switch, and that's for your flight modes. So up by default is GPS mode, center is ATI, and bottom is also ATI. Now you can configure bottom to be manual mode, but I don't recommend flying in manual mode unless you really know what you're doing. So really ATI and GPS is all you need. So up for GPS and either of the 2 others for ATI. The other one you have here is switch H. Now that is for the timer. So you'll see on the screen here, you have a timer, timer 1, and that's for your flights. So depending on what battery you use, you can work out how long your flights, your safe flights are using the recommended amount of your battery power, which most people consider is 20%, down to 20% remaining. So by default on the Quad H2o, we set it to a really safe time of 6 minutes. Again, it's going to hopefully be more around the 12-minute mark, depending on what battery you use. But the idea is that you set this to your safe flight time, and then before you take off for any flights, flick the switch, and you'll see the timer counts down. When it gets to 0, the transmitter will start beeping, which is an indication for you that you need to come back and land as quickly as possible. If you need to pause the timer, flick the switch again, timer will pause, flick it again, it starts counting down again. You can easily change the time on the timer. So if we just click on the timer, here it is, timer 1, so you can reset it. Or if you want to change the total time altogether, go to here, click on the time, and then here you can adjust up and down, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, whatever you want to be. And then to save, you just exit here in the top right hand corner, exit again, and that'll be your newly set time in the top right corner. Okay, the other option, if you're on a HexH2o, you'll have Gimbal Control. So there's a slider here, it slides all the way up to center position and down. So again, in the center position, you'll be looking 45 degrees down to the floor. Down, you'll be looking vertically down, and up, you'll be looking straight ahead. So that's how you control the gimbal on the HexH2o models. So no other switches are used. Obviously, you can configure them to do other things if you want to, but by default, that's how we send it out. You'll also see that it's programmed. This one's programmed for the Quad H2o, so it will say Quad H2o there. You shouldn't need to go into any of the settings here. However, you do get a manual, the Hitec Aurora 9 manual, so if you wanted to go in, or if you wanted to set up, if you've got an aeroplane or a helicopter, etc., and you wanted to set it up, then you could set up and add a new model from there. Also up here, you've got your battery percentage. So it's showing 47%, or if you click on it, it'll actually give you the voltage. I find percentage is a lot more user-friendly. And then moving over to the back, you've got 2 plugs on the back. So one is a trainer port, and the second one here is your charging port.